Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I am known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, and I am in the YouTube studio right here near Disney. So if you haven't subscribed and liked yet, please do so. Today we've got an incredible show for you. We have 3 live shows that we do each week. And on Fridays at 1:30, what we try to do is show you a piece of what's going on in Central Florida, because we focus on that 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle. So I asked my Realtor Dream team, hey, what are some of your favorite towns that are around that area? And I want to thank our YouTube crew, Dee and team, as they have once again put together a beautiful video. And stay tuned until the very end, because we are going to show you some inside glimpses of a Bacardi rum fortune that was in Disney's Golden Oak, and they have a house for sale in there. It's $19 million. So you want to stay tuned until the very end. Maybe it's going to be a really great Mother's Day gift for somebody out there. But anyway, enjoy the show. Everybody, I'm Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. And we have our Realtor Dream team that I've asked, what are their 4 favorite towns around that 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle? I can't wait to see what they've picked.
Hey everybody, I'm Virginia Carlson, or as Kim likes to call me, Cinderella, and I'm here today to introduce one of my favorite towns near Disney, which is Dr. Phillips, and it's definitely the place to be if you want to be in the middle of it all. And you can reach me at the number below.
Dr. Philip Phillips came to Central Florida in 1894, and he bought an orange grove. After he got out of the citrus business, Dr. Phillips wanted to build a community where people could work, live, and play. He actually chose the perfect spot within Central Florida. We are centrally located between the theme parks of Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld, and have numerous different restaurants and shops within a close proximity. The very first commercial space is the Dr. Phillips Marketplace, which is located very close to us here.
Rocco's Tacos, which is one of my mom's favorite places. You know, I went to school in South Florida in Palm Beach area, and we had a Rocco's Tacos down there, and I always said that was how I got her down to come see me at schools, to go to Rocco's Tacos. And now there's one right here on Restaurant Row. So we love Restaurant Row. There's so many options and great places to go. And
yes, absolutely. And baby, I really did come down there to see you, but it was nice that Rocco's Tacos was down there. It's alive here. It's amazing. This restaurant's got a lot of energy and it's fun. We're going to show you how they make guacamole tableside, and it's spectacular. Love Rocco's Tacos. But let's talk about the grocery stores. What's up with the grocery stores around here?
there's 3 Publixes that I can think of off of Sand Lake alone. And there's a Sprouts. It's more wellness based, and that's really unique and cool. And we have a Fresh Market, which is a little bit pricier, but all organic. We have my favorite, Trader Joe's. And every week they come out with new products. You know, the chicken soup dumplings, they're sold out every time I go in there. I have to get there at 9 a.m. or whatever time they open just to snag a pack. We also do have a Whole Foods around here. So those that are used to the typical organic food, you know, Whole Foods is also a great option.
Barnes & Noble. I think it's one of the last Barnes & Nobles around. And so if you wanted to go to a bookstore, you've got that going on. But this area is also kind of walkable. You can be on a bicycle and ride your bike down here, get to the Barnes & Noble, maybe I come here to get a spray tan. There's a place called South Beach Tans. And so for those of you that are coming down here on vacation and it's raining and you think, I want to go home with a tan, you got to come to the Dr. Phillips area and go to the South Beach tanning place.
So Central Florida offers some of the finest golf courses in the world. We're here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, where you'll find some of the best golf that you can find. This is the location of the PGA tournament, the Bay Hill Invitational. This is what Arnold Palmer lived for. He owned this club, and this was a place where all of the PGA professionals came, and they knew that Arnold would be here, and they knew that they could rub elbows with one of the greatest masters of golf. This was one of the first luxury communities in Central Florida. This golf course started in 1961, and this community, as you drive through it, you'll find a number of homes that are reminiscent of that time period. Now, you can either buy a home on the golf course or on the Butler chain of lakes, and either enjoy the historic home, or as some other people have done, they've actually replaced the existing home with a brand new home on the golf course or on the lake. So if you are looking for a place where you can live, work, play, be able to have parks, to have places to eat, places to shop, Dr. Phillips is a great choice. Dr. Phillips probably never envisioned that Universal Studios Florida would build a major theme park on part of his original land.
We are standing right in the center of Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, and as you may know, Universal Studios Florida, City Walk, they have some water parks and everything, so it's really its own megatropolis in itself, and it's part of what we refer to the Dr. Phillips area. My daughter, Ashley Elizabeth Hawk, she works here, and we're just so very proud of her, but it makes it interesting because my husband works for Walt Disney World, so at dinners, they can't talk about what they're doing, but I get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. An absolutely gorgeous day. We are going to show you a little bit about Universal Studios, and we're going to show you some film right now. So as we are driving past some of the gated communities, properties are going to start around $400,000, and if you're on the lakes, you're going to be talking about a couple of $1 million. Remember, Phillips Landing, that's the area where Dr. Phillips would have planes. They would land and they would take off from that area. We're going to be able to help you with everything, and you're going to really enjoy this area because it's got a lot of value.
Hey, this is Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty with Near Disney, and Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, calls me the Prince of Real Estate. And if you are looking to find a housing situation in Orlando, I can be more than happy to set you up with a condo, single-family home, townhouse. If you're looking to live near amazing attractions like Dr. Phillips Performance Arts Center to catch a play, or if you're looking to see a sporting event or a concert at Amway, take a walk along the beautiful Lake Eola Park, or just enjoy the night scene in downtown Orlando. Give me a call at the number below, and we'll find the home that's a glass slipper fit.
We are in beautiful downtown Orlando at Lake Eola, and we're getting ready to show you just how spectacular it is. We've seen some beautiful couples riding their bikes around this lake. It is about 0.9 miles, and they have a farmer's market on Sundays. You're going to see some swans as well. There's a Publix right here in downtown Orlando, and you know what that means. It means people live here. It's so amazing, and they are able to enjoy the lake. And where else would you want to live when you can be able to go to wonderful concerts, sporting events, and you can also go to the grocery store in order to make your meal. So anyway, downtown Orlando, it's really great. It's got a lot going on. And it was Jacob Summerlin back in 1883 that decided to donate the land that is behind us now to create Lake Eola Park. And he had one requirement: it needed to be a public park. And what a beautiful public park it is. In 2016, the Walt Disney Amphitheater, which is in downtown Orlando, the bandshell was painted the colors of the rainbow. And it's in memory of the beautiful 49 lives that were lost during the Pulse nightmare. So I was able to experience people lined up around the block, donating blood, and this town really came together. But it's definitely something that we don't want to forget so that it never happens again.
I just really love the culture and the vibe of downtown Orlando, and I also work down here, so I have no commute, which makes it amazing. And I'm super close to many bars and restaurants and Lake Eola, so I will never have to find something to do. There will always be something fun to do. There's also scooters that you can rent, and so you can just scoot your way over to a show. Right across the street, we have the Abbey and the Florida Theatrical Association, and then 2 blocks away, we have the Dr. Phillips Center. So if you're wanting to experience any arts and culture, downtown Orlando is a perfect place for you.
And talk about exciting. I'm standing right here in front of the Exploria Stadium. Soccer is on fire in Orlando. I can remember when World Cup came to Church Street Station about 30 years ago. We didn't have soccer then, but guess what? Now we do. We've got Orlando City, the men's group, and we have Orlando Pride, the women's team, and they are so much fun, so much fun. We have lots of other sporting teams that are around here, but make sure you check out soccer right here in downtown Orlando. Hey, look at this gorgeous building, the Amway Center. As you can imagine, everything from sporting events to music events. In this building, you would also see World Wrestling. They also have the Orlando Predators, an indoor football. And then obviously we love our NBA Orlando Magic team. You can see the signs on the building from the Orlando Magic. There is a science center, an art museum, so there's not much that you can be saying that Orlando doesn't have, because what they do have is really the best of the best. And in the early 1990s, I had the privilege of being the president of the Downtown Orlando Partnership. And so what I witnessed was, in this area, you had a lot of attorneys and architects, accountants, creative people, bar owners, retailers, and they would all come together for the good of downtown Orlando. And because of all of that work, of all those volunteers, you now see a bustling and wonderful downtown Orlando. This building was not there when I was working at Church Street Station, but it's called 55 West, and you'll see a high rise. So in this area, once again, we're going to be able to help you if you're looking for a condo and you want to be able to just walk to downtown. Because look, everything is right here.
I am at Thornton Park right now. We're just a few blocks away from Lake Eola, which is super fun. Here in Thornton Park, there's all kinds of little cool communal flourishes. Great place to ride your bike. I've got this fun designed fountain behind me. As you can see, this street is dripping with personality. Lots of colors and artisan murals and fun little shops to poke into as well. As you go down this street here at Washington Street, it's a real cool community to just be plugged into. I'm standing in front of 34 North Higher Avenue right now, a cool townhouse that gives you 3-story living, quick, cool, oversized hangout space on the first floor, living room and kitchen on the second floor, and the bedrooms upstairs. So this one's got 2 owner suites, no HOA. So you don't have to worry about some of those extra fees if that's a concern for you. We just know that it's right here in the action in downtown Orlando.
And for those of you who are looking for a high-tech medical city, we've definitely got to put Lake Nona on this list.
You got to be here in Lake Nona because it is happening, and you got to make sure that you stay tuned and see everything that we're going to talk about. This place is alive. Lake Nona is dynamic, and they have got a DJ here. They've got great people that are selling their merchandise. Did you happen to know that there's 12,000 people that live in Lake Nona? 90% of the residents here are college graduates. So, I'm feeling a little bit smarter just by myself. We are here at Boxy Park, and it is happening. So if you want to come out and dance and listen to some good music and feel the joy, this is the place to go. You're not going to believe this, but I'm actually leaving this autonomous vehicle. Nobody has to drive this vehicle through Lake Nona, Florida. It's amazing. So as we're able to travel from Laureate Park down to this boxy area, can you imagine being able to get onto a vehicle? This is a wave of the future. And that's what's happening near Disney in Lake Nona. There's a great possibility of something called a vertiport that's going to be here. First ever. Think about a flying taxi. A flying taxi, yes. It's going to be electric, and you're going to be able to go maybe 150 miles from your area. That would mean maybe from Lake Nona to Tampa, it would take you about a half an hour. And so I feel like it's the Jetsons around here. So even if you look at some of the artwork that's around here, the garages have the binary effect on the outside, so it looks like it's got artwork. There's artwork everywhere. We're going to show you a beautiful tree that had died. They painted it pink. And so it's just showing that you can really see beauty in all things. The U.S. Tennis Association has their headquarters here, and there's even something here about human performance by Johnson & Johnson that talks about 16 seconds in order to reset your mind. And that's the amount of time when you play a game of tennis, and in between those points, you bounce that ball about 16 seconds, you're going to reset that mind so that you're going to be successful and you're going to win that Grand Slam. Then it's all about preventative medicine here. It's called Medical City. Everything from UCF Medical School to the University of Florida. We've got so much to show you, but Lake Nona is happening. One of the first hospitals that they opened was Nemours, and you'll see that right behind my shoulder. And one of the most beautiful things that I think I've seen is when you're driving past it, you'll see there's different colors at night for the rooms, and what they're doing is they're asking the children what color they would like to represent them. It's purple and green and blue and yellow, and they're having great success in helping our children of Central Florida. As we know, October is the month for National Breast Cancer Awareness. And as my team was here in the town center of Lake Nona, we drove past this incredible tree. So it's painted pink, so we decided we needed to investigate to see what was going on. There's a woman by the name of Samantha Walls, and she's a local artist. She's also from Venezuela. She decided that instead of a dead tree being just torn down, why not try to revitalize it, bring it back to life, add some color, some pop to it, and thus, that's how we have this pink tree in Lake Nona. So we're here in Lake Nona, and we're walking the trails, and there are treasures everywhere. Look what we're finding just around the corner with no other buildings around it. This is a pink pineapple,
And as all of you real estate people know, pineapples mean welcome. So this town, Lake Nona, is saying, welcome to our town with a pink pineapple.
And anyone seeking a lifestyle with less hustle and bustle and wants to enjoy more rural living, you can't beat St. Cloud.
So the history of St. Cloud goes back to 1909 when a developer came in and purchased 35,000 acres for the Grand Army of the Republic. This was basically a fraternity of Union soldiers from the Civil War. So this was really built as a colony of Union soldiers. And what they did was, on the grid system, the north-south streets were all states that were from the Union. Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York. And then as the town expanded east and west, they started adding some of the state names to the streets that were from the Confederate. So you can see right next to me one of the many historic markers that's located throughout St. Cloud. They're very proud of their history, where they've been and where they're going. There were so many Union soldiers here that there's actually a cemetery here called the Mount Peace Cemetery, where there are over 400 Union soldiers that are buried, which makes it one of the largest in the entire nation.
So it is Chamber of Commerce weather here in St. Cloud, Florida. The breeze is beautiful. It's about 74 degrees. And here, you're really not that far from the theme parks. I can get to Walt Disney World in about 30 minutes. I can get to downtown Orlando in about 35 minutes. Orlando International in about 30 minutes. And let me tell you something. My brother travels to Universal Studios because he's one of the engineers on some of those really cool rides that are out there. And we grew up right outside of Washington, D.C., so 35-minute ride is not that far at all, especially when you get to see this utopic background.
So we just got out of base camp, this kind of fun-looking area where they give you the overview of what's in the cards for the long-term development of the community. And right now it's kind of this 2-year window where this phase is going to be built out, but lots to come. So they were telling us that in this like 30-plus year project that's going to be even bigger than Lake Nona, there's still some models that you can check out for this subdivision we pulled into called Westland Park. There's a number of builders here, I think.
Yeah, there's Toll Brothers, Kraft, Ashton Woods, Pulte, and
David Weekley is here too, because
well.
he's had a hand in Celebration, where our office is located out of.
Right. So if you have any builders that you prefer to work with or you like their models, I'm sure you can find one of them here at Westland Park and in Sunbridge, which will in the end be over 27,000 acres, which is pretty astounding.
That's awesome. So if you want to get it on the ground floor, let us know. We'll put you in touch with hopefully a builder that's going to be having a floor plan for your dream home. So one thing that they highlighted at base camp was that this is a very future forward community, and that all of the new construction homes that are going to be here are going to be built with solar wired into the electric. So whether or not your home has a solar panel on the roof or anywhere from the start, it's going to always have that ability very easily wired in for you to do that later. And they even said that all of the garages are going to come with an electrical vehicle charger in there, whether or not you have one, whether or not you ever use it. They just want to make it as easy as possible for any future home buyers to be environmentally conscious.
Yeah, it's a great option. And also a lot of these models, they come in a 1 or a 2-story. And we are actually standing in the noir model of the Pulte homes, which can have an additional garage apartment built on top. So you have the opportunity to have additional income in your home.
That's great.
In addition to all the homes at Westland Park, Sunbridge also offers a 55-plus community by Del Webb.
Yeah, and I think that we have some stock footage of the model homes that we'd be able to pull up for you.
We all know now it's pretty possible for you to work out of your homes. With high-speed internet, you're able to work, and then you get to have this living environment where you can play and relax and enjoy your life. Make sure you get to visit this marina, and make sure you visit St. Cloud, Florida. So everybody, if you have any real estate needs, make sure you get a hold of my dream team right here, because they're going to make sure they find that glass slipper fit for you. Have a great day.
So it was so exciting. And hey, Jennifer's going to Sunbridge. Love that. I wanted to say hello to Karen Siggy. I see you online as well. And, as promised, I did say that I'm going to show you, there was a listing that popped up in the Central Florida area that is in Disney's Golden Oak. And as you guys may know, we do real estate out in that area. This is not my listing, it's someone else's listing, but it has an interesting backup story with it. It's owned by the Bacardi family, the Bacardi rum family. And so the price point, for Mother's Day, anything for mom, right? The price point on this one is $19 million. $19 million. It is 9,254 square feet. And that equates to over $2,000 a square foot, over 2,000 a square foot. Built in 2017. And I thought you might enjoy just going through some of the images so you can see what $19 million will get you right now. And like I said, Disney's Golden Oak is wonderful. There's only 300 homes that are going to be there. And there's actually only 2 houses for sale. So let's look at this one. What do you guys think? Oh, thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. About the video. So look at the interiors. And like I said, this one is 7 bedrooms, 7 full baths, and 3 half baths. The ceiling, look at the ceiling treatments. That's pretty incredible. And obviously they've had an interior decorator come in. And so you can kind of see the fine finishes here. The kitchen, exquisite. Once again, I think once you start getting up into, over the $5 million price point, people kind of expect you're going to be doing some type of ceiling treatment. You see that a lot, especially like in Italy. They don't understand why Americans aren't doing things to their ceilings, right? So this one, you have that. As we're scrolling through, and especially, if you're looking to buy a house that's around $19 million, usually money is no object, right? So they do have fees out there. The HOA fee is $8,025 a year. And then you also have an annual $27,621 fee. And that's going to give you access to a lot of great amenities that only Golden Oak people have. So for example, if they wanted to go to dinner at Disney property anywhere, they have a concierge that they can call, make it happen, right? If they want a car to come pick them up and bring them into the theme park, it's going to happen. They have a wonderful clubhouse, and I know they have a lot of special events that go on there. Look at this elevator. See, here's an elevator in the house, but look at the inside of that elevator. Mary Poppins. Beautiful. Speaking of which, I'm going to be going to a Mary Poppins event. Aria, who's very special to me, and her school program has Mary Poppins, so I'm going to be headed over that way in celebration. Jen, yeah, I could see that house would work, but the HOA is too high. I know, right? Well, it's a lot of money, but look at these cool amenities. That movie theater looked like it was also a gaming room, which is quite nice. And then, typically you're going to find long corridors with arches and just super high end, everything as it should be. Couple of different laundry facilities in the house. Then the other home that is for sale in Golden Oak, in case 19 million is a little too high of a price tag, there's one that, oh, that's pretty. There's one that is about $9.5 million. Now, if you want to be in the multi-million-dollar range, but not quite that high, we want you to call us. My telephone number is below, because in Celebration, there's a beautiful estate that's $2.6 million, and it's got water in the back, water in the front, views, walkable to downtown Celebration. So if you're looking for that Disney experience, I definitely say, Disney's Golden Oak or Celebration, Florida. Disney built both of those areas. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Love it. We also have very talented friends that can go into a house and make beautiful, look at that. I love that back porch. They can do themed rooms. And so don't hesitate to call us with that as well. But my team mentioned this house on Wednesday night, so I want to give out a plug. On Wednesday nights at 7 p.m., my Realtor Dream team, they have a show on 7 p.m. Oh, thanks, Jen. She says break is over. You have a great weekend too. Appreciate that very much. They have a show on Wednesday nights, and it's how to buy and sell a house in 2023, and they will periodically bring up interesting. Look at this. I love this. So the pool area with the stairs up to an outdoor balcony, and you have a fireplace and a sink, and then you're looking at conservation. Very nice. And it's gated. I would say I had a wonderful conversation with a homeowner recently there. We were walking through Golden Oak. Look, yeah. And, security and privacy is very important. There's Bambi. There's your gate. And there we go. You also possibly have access to the Four Seasons. Now, I know there's another fee. I want to say it's $22,000 to become a member over at the Four Seasons to golf, but you'd be super close. So once again, you see that there's a lot of beautiful things that are part of that incredible house. So please let us know if there's ever any requests for videos that you would like done within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. We also cover the East and West Coast Central Florida areas for the beach towns as well. We've lived in both of those areas and definitely can speak to those as well. But until next time, we want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And please subscribe and like to our Near Disney YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys very much. Bye-bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.